Welcome to an episode 2 of Magnus's Fartz and Kraftz. I am your host, Magnus Deacon. This time, though, I think we're going to try something a little bit different. Just a little bit, because I had started recording some stuff. So, therefore, I changed it up a little bit. I'm going to try to keep these relatively short and just, go from there. But another thing I'm going to do is I'm going to do a little bit of the old switcheroo. Instead of me being the main screen and things being up in the right hand corner, I'm going to switch it up and I will be the small bit in one of the corners somewhere, depending on the video or picture that I put up on the screen. But I figured that would be a better way to show the comparisons between what I've done customizing wise, before and after. So we'll give that a try and we'll see how it goes. Okay, so first up we're going to look at Ultra Magnus MP22 Takara Tomy. He is a very nice looking bot to me. I've heard a lot of people say, oh, he's too blocky or this or that. Not really happy with the way he looks, but I do like it. The only problem I had, as you can see on the picture, is his bumper was red. Now, his undercarriage and frame and all that are also red. That I can deal with because the frame of the truck is painted, but usually on a tractor trailer truck, especially back in the 80s, they were either a metallic color or chrome. And so with this, as you can see, voila, now we have Ultra Magnus's bumper painted. Like I said before, I used the silver paint on the bumper itself. I actually put a little bit of yellow up on the marker lights and down in the two little spaces. I may go back and change that. I left the lights, the little round bits on the bumper red, but I outlined them in black. I may go back and change that to orange, or just go over it with orange to make it sort of marker lights. Or I even may put yellow or silver in there to kind of give them sort of a fog light effect. But I have to admit, even just to me, now your mileage may vary, but to me this looks a lot better. And here you can see in a side-by-side picture that yes, they definitely look way different. So that is it definitely makes a big difference when you do a little bit of, just even a little bit of customization. And it doesn't take a whole lot of talent. Like I said, I suck at this. So there we go. That is MP22 Ultra Magnus. Next up, we're going to be taking a look at Magic Square's MS-01 Light of Freedom, and mainly his gun. I haven't done any customization to him, but as you can see in this first picture, the gun's just kind of plain. The only color on it is in the stock, the butt end of the gun, the stock, or whatever the hell you call it. I'm not a gun person. I just know that this gun was just all black and a little too plain. Yes, it does have the color in the stock, but it's just adding a little bit of color, as you can see here, definitely makes it pop out a little bit more. Not too much. You don't want to add too much. Just enough to make it pop out, but as you can see here, it is definitely much better looking. And it definitely makes the gun pop out some. So that is another reason. Like I say, all it took was just a little bit of paint, scritch off the oopses on it, and that definitely makes the gun well worth looking at, comparatively speaking. So that's it with Optimus. And you know what? This new format might actually keep me a little shorter on these videos. So with that, That's MS-01, Light of Freedom. Now, this third one, this is MP13 Soundwave by Takara Tomy. And this first picture, it may not be that great. I believe I took it with my phone well before I actually got a good digital camera. Hopefully it shows up well enough you can see it, where around the chest area on him, the paint was kind of dull, and it was already kind of chipping off a little bit here and there, or they really didn't go over it that well with it. So really his chest plate was not that great looking to begin with. But with the magic of the gold paint pen that I bought, we have this. This is just a straight up picture of, you know, what he looks like after I went over. I went over the two side bits, you know, on his chest and around the, you know, cassette deck. And there's even that little arrow bit across his stomach. I went across that too, just to add a little more, you know, just add a little more paint to that to make sure it shows up a little bit better. It actually wasn't that hard because I could get my thumbnail around it and scritch off the oopses. I did notice there's a few stray bits of paint on his tape deck, and that was there before I got a hold of it, because I noticed it before I started. But yeah, he definitely needed that, and that is another great reason to get you some paint pens. You know, even though acrylic does scratch off a little too easy, it's great for touching up, you know, pre-existing paint. So it brightened it up a lot and made it much better looking, in my opinion. Because now if I'm standing him on the shelf, you can actually kind of, you know, you would have to been close up to see the paint scritches and things, but this definitely helped it out a lot. So there you go, MP13 Soundwave. Last but not least on our list, this is Bad Cube's Huff, the OST-01 Huff. As you can see, this is a picture from when I first got him, when I first transformed him. The bumper was completely plain. Now, I did get the repro label set for him, so you'll see some of those in the next picture. But this is him, just orange bumper. Yeah, they painted the grill, so I don't know why they couldn't be bothered to at least paint the bumper. But they did have like raised details, and as you can see in the next picture, I took off the chrome sticker that was made to make the bumper look bright, shiny, and chrome, because I misplaced it the first time, peeled it off, and it took some of the chrome with it, so it didn't look worth a damn anyway. So I just went back over, as you can see, with the silver paint pen, and it really looks a lot better. It actually fits with the, you know, with the grill. It's a similar enough color that it looks more natural, more like an actual truck. And poor Huffer, I feel so bad for him, because Teletran 1 must have been angry with him to turn him into a yard goat truck. Because these trucks, their only purpose is to run around the company, moving trailers in and out of doors. Which is understandable why he would be able to haul Prime's trailer in that one episode of the original Transformers, but he's not a road vehicle. He's just there to move things around. So he really got cheated on his vehicle mode. But that doesn't mean I can't make him look nice. Now you can see the license plate on it, and you can probably see the odd stickers here and there. Now I had to transform him and take this picture, because I really didn't have any that I took after I repro labeled him up, which I really need to start remembering to do that. But it still looks really good now. So that's pretty much it for this episode. I might go ahead and make one last little aside here. This is the few guns that I started with. This picture's just the guns that I actually went ahead and did when I first got the paint pens and things. that little bit of accent definitely does help them out, and I will probably try to get some pictures, more pictures with them, just to show off more of what I've done. Now that white gun, Sideswipe's gun, that one may be pointless anyway, because my masterpiece Sideswipe MP, I think 12 Lambor. I don't have it right off the top of my head, but I'm swapping him out for Bad Cube's Steamroll. And he is already in the mail coming to the house. So I will take a look at his weapons. And now when I get home the next time, there will be some more bots waiting. I've got Fans Toys Road King. I've got Fans Toys Quietus, their version of Cyclonus. Road King being Motormaster, Quietus being Cyclonus. And I will also have, Steamroll, and a couple of others that I've ordered. Now, I think the other two are Legends figures. I forget right off the top of my head, but I will take a look at those and see if I can spot any, need to actually add any. And I might see if I can get a camera to actually set in front of me while I'm working on them and try to show off what those look like as they're, being worked on. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. Like I said, if you have any questions, put them in the comments. If you have any comments, put them in the comments, because comments and feedback are how I decide to do, odds and ends with this video. So until next time, experience the joy of painting the way Bob Ross would have told you. And I may actually crack a few Bob Ross jokes in the future. So be looking forward to that. Anyway, until next time, take care.
Let's get out of here.